Hello and welcome to Stamping with Fiona and Friday with Fiona and my class to go. I was just trying to put the banner up. I don't know why that's not working. Show. There we go. There we go. Okay. So that is the host code for this week, and I will show you the project in a second. So it's 5 note cards, all a different design, and you will get the note cards, the envelopes, all the designer series paper, but I can't send you the stamped images, so you do need either your own stamp set or to get hold of the adorable OWLS, which is on celebration at the moment till the end of February. You can get free stamp sets, free designer series paper, and the adorable OWLS is a £45 spend. So I'm just going to switch so that you can. Oh, hello, what's going on? Right, okay, so what I wanted to do first is this just arrived yesterday and I'm so excited, but I didn't open it. I've got some great other stuff, some designer series papers, some stamp sets and dies, which I really haven't even looked at yet. So I just wanted to show, this is the celebration catalogue. And at the back on page 18, you've got the join Stampin' Up as an independent demonstrator. Now, what that means is basically anything you want it to mean. You do not have to be a demonstrator. You can just join to get the starter kit. And it doesn't matter if you don't spend enough in the first 6 months. Normally it's per quarter. You have to spend 300 CSV, which, 300 CS, no, 300, anyway, yeah. There's 3 options during celebration this year, and this is the only celebration. The last couple of years we've had it twice a year, but it hasn't really worked in the summer, so they've gone back to just once a year. It's January and February, ends on February the 28th, and there's 3 offers. So option 1 is you get this beautiful machine, which is in this box, and I'm going to show you in a minute, and so that's worth £59, and your choice of £170 worth of Stampin' Up products, and you pay £125. So basically you're getting that for free. You can also get, instead of getting the blue one, you could get the white one, and exactly the same, £170 of Stampin' Up products, and you pay £125. And option 3 is the basic starter kit, which we have all year round, which is £99. But because it's celebration, instead of £140, they're giving you £170 worth of goods. So you can just get so much stuff with that. It's incredible. And it's valid until the 28th of February. This is, I think it actually says on the box somewhere, it says limited edition. And so obviously, yeah, boho blue limited edition mini stamp and cut and emboss machine. So let's open it without further ado, and then I can crack on with today's class. I hope you can, I know it's, the box is taking up the whole desk at the moment. Let's just get into it. And then I did see somebody show that this box is a perfect size for standing up your 12 by 12 paper in. Retired paper, obviously. I've got some beautiful papers. I'm going to concentrate on the OWLS today, and next week I will be doing, I think I'm going to do designer series paper because I love it, and I got rid of it, so I need to use it. Okay, let's get in here. So thank you for joining me today, and if you're watching on the replay, I would love to know where you are. Just say hi. And the sun is shining at the moment, which is amazing. Okay, so open the box, and the first thing you see is all the plates that you need in the right size. So if I get it out of the box and move the box, you'll probably get a better view. I'll take this out. It's a beautiful little machine. Right, let's get the box out of the way. And the big one comes, you have to put the handle on, but this one has the handle. Colour is gorgeous. Beautiful, beautiful blue. And that is going to be one of the new in colours that's coming in May this year. Just turn it around. Nice little grey. And then you've got all the plates that you need. So you get the white plate, 2 of the clear plates, which is for cutting. You get your embossing plate, and I don't know what the last one is. Let's have a quick look. I don't actually need to use this today because unfortunately the owls don't have dies, unlike the hippos last year. So they're all numbered. So number 1 is the white plate, 2 the clear ones, 3 is the embossing folders, so the regular embossing folders, and 4 is for the 3D embossing folders because it's thinner and the 3D ones are a bit thicker. So I'm just going to pop those to one side, and I just wanted to share that with you. Love it's got stamping up there. Okay, right, let's pop that out of the way, and we'll have to have a play with that over the weekend. Let's pop it there. I don't know if you can still see it. Just leave it on the edge there because I love it. Right, okay, so this week what I've got for you is I've used the craft note cards, and I wanted to have a little box. Now when you buy the pack of craft note cards, you get the envelopes, you get 20, and you also get a flat packed box that you just put together that fit perfectly for either all 20 or however many you want. But I knew that I was just making 5 today, so I wanted to make a little gift box. Now I'm not going to share with you today how to make the gift box. If you spend £27 in my store, you will get the tutorial and the kit for the make and takes, and that will include the window sheet, the die cut, and the cardstock for the box. So what I've got is 5 different cards. Hoot hoot, you're so cute. It's your day. I haven't put a sentiment on that one, and I've used vellum and I've embossed it. That one I've used vellum, and I die cut a a stylish shape square, and then I did just punched out a circle. And that one again, you've got as a deckled rectangle in vellum. So those are the 5 cards, and you will get everything you need to make those. So let's get cracking. It's already so the stamp set that I've used is the one that is free in Celebration. It's the Adorable Owls. So you get 3 different owls and 3 sentiments. You don't have to stick to the owls. You could use anything. Oh, excuse me. I didn't sleep very well last night. So I've got one ready. I have already coloured and cut the owls, so you don't have to sit through watching me, but I will just show you on one a neat trick. So it's a line stamp, so stamp it with Memento, then I'll colour it with my blends, and then if you use a watercolour pencil, which I made the mistake of putting away earlier, I want my early espresso. It's funny, the ends don't look anything like, here we go, early espresso. Now where have I put them? So on here, the ones that I've coloured, don't know if you can see, so which way is that? Can you see? It almost looks like he's got some sort of like fur. I don't think you can really see. I don't know why I've got such shadow today. Let's move that up there. See if that's any better. Yes, you can just see on the top of his head the pencil lines. And it just kind of gives it that bit of texture. So I wanted to share with you how to do that. So I've cut everything to save a bit of time. I've got my packs. They were in order, but I don't think they are anymore. So that's the first one. So the lighting is okay. So as I said, these are note card size. So it's 8.9 centimeters by, I think it's, I don't know, 12 point something. Just tell you from the catalogue. So they're quite a dinky little size. Note cards. Paper. 136. There they are, craft note cards and envelopes. So you get 20 for £9.50 and 20 envelopes. And they are 12.7 by 8.9 centimetres. Okay. So what I found with the note cards is I rescore them. So I score them on the wrong side first, and then I score them on the right side, because I find otherwise they don't kind of, they can go a bit skewy and don't get a good crease, especially because they're craft, they're a little bit harder still. So I just need my Seal Plus. So I've got my designer series paper. Now that I have cut down to 12.3 by 8.2. And which side am I using? Yeah, I'm using the flowery side on the larger piece. Oh, it's a lovely day out there today. And this is Petal Pink, and it's one of the, from the annual catalogue, the host set of designer series paper, which is 48 sheets. So it's quite a lot, hence why I think I might need to have it in front of me actually, because I can't remember. No, it's not that one. There we go. I put them back in the wrong order. Here we go. Okay. Then I've got this little tag which I cut out. It's the smallest one of the tailor-made tags with the curved edge. You've also got straight edge. And what I've done is I've just popped it there and then popped the designer series paper over it, glued it at that end and glued it from there upwards, but not, I've left space so that the I'm going to need another block for my sentiments. So I just want a little bit right at the end there. Now, where's my tag and how wide is it? So I'm just going to work out how much, just checking you can see, work out how far up I can go. So there. And then I'll come down. So I'm kind of creating a slit, really. It's not a pocket. And that is going kind of in the bottom half, just lining that up. And I've just turned the paper over for a bit of contrast. And then that will pop in there like that. So what I did was on that one, I've actually stuck it down now, but I stamped the Hoot Hoot. And I'll show you how to do this. So it's Hoot Hoot, You're So Cute. But I stamped them separately. And if you use your Stampin' Right marker, it's really easy to do that. So I just need to work out where I need my Hoot Hoot. I need it towards the top. Okay, so let's do that. Actually, I'm going to do the bottom bit first because I made the mistake of stamping that after it was in and it didn't stamp so cleanly. So I'm just going to use my Stampin' Right marker. Let me take that banner off now. Actually, I don't think it makes much difference, but anyway. Okay, so I'm just going to stamp that onto, there we go. You're So Cute. I'm just going to clean that and give that a minute to dry. On my chamois, which I think might need a clean. So while I'm waiting for that to dry, what I will show you is No, I think I did do it with the light actually. So I've got some white twine, and I'm taking my light petal pink blend. I did it with the dark first, but I found it was too orangey. Let me see if I turn that light on. Is that better? Okay. So all I'm going to do is start like halfway, put my blend down and pull that through. It keeps wanting to pop out. Just keep going over it. Right, and then I'll turn it around and do the other end. And then I'll just make sure it does stiffen it up a little bit because of the alcohol that's in the blend. That sounds good, doesn't it? Alcohol in the blend. So I just need to make sure that I haven't got any white bits showing. And give that a minute to dry. Okay, just give that a minute to dry. Where's my lid gone? Right in front of me. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to go back and stamp with my hoot. So I need to do it one at a time because it's very narrow little tag. And I'm going to stamp that just underneath the hole. Okay, and I'm just going to go over the same one again so that I don't end up with any mistakes. I love this. Hoot hoot, you're so cute. There we go, perfect. So that worked well. I'll be using the ink after that. Let's just clean that. Now, I haven't put sentiments on all of them because you can you know, use which sentiments you want. You've got thank yous or happy birthdays or whatever. So just pop that away. And then while that's drying and the twine is drying, I'll just show you, what did I do with that little bit of white card? There it is. So I'm just going to show you how I coloured in my owl. But I've already got one cut out, so I don't need to sit through me cutting it out. So as I said, it's like, I think they call it line art, which means that you get to colour inside. Obviously you can stamp onto cardstock or coloured paper, but I do like colouring in. So there we go. So what I'm going to do is, and I've got dark crumb cake, and with the blends, I kind of, as I finished doing them, I kind of got more practice with them. So what I'm going to do first is do his wings, because I want them to be the darkest part of him. But the blend needs time to dry so that when I go over it again, it absorbs more. If you keep going over it while it's still wet, it doesn't change colour. So let's do his ear. And I'm going to do his face. I'm not going to do the whole thing, but I just want to show you how to use the watercolour pencil on it. So I'm going to do his face in pale light petal pink. I tried using ivory, but I found that was too dark. Well, I felt it was a bit too dark. So the pale petal pink, once it's dried, is lighter. Now that one was light and dark crumb cake, which I do like, but I had a look online, and particularly some of the owls, they are much lighter. In fact, I was thinking if we still had the snowy velvet paper, that would be perfect. For I think it's a tawny owl and a snow owl, would be beautiful. So just going to do that. Then I will do the wings one more time. Inside his ear. Okay, so I'm just going to go over his wings because I do want them to be darker. Don't think you'll be able to tell until, okay. Just do the top of his head. Okay, I'm going to give that a minute to dry. Now, this should be dry. So I'm just going to tie this in a bow. I could try and put it through, but on that one I actually used a glue dot, but I think I'll try tying it through. Need that to come around to the front. There we go. Okay, just make it a little bit smaller. Trim that off. And pop that through there. Hoot hoot. Oh, my bow's come undone. Let's just tie that a bit tighter. Actually, that's a bit big. Now I've got it in place, it seems a bit particular. I didn't trim it very well because I didn't use the right scissors, so let's trim that and trim that. So now you can see that is kind of matching the paper. It's still drying, so to me it looks a little bit orange. Just pop that up a little bit, and I'm just going to put a tiny little bit of Seal Plus behind it to hold it in place, making sure it's straight. Get my ribbon out of the way, my twine, there we go. Okay, so going back to my owl, I am going to just go over my wings one more time. Can you see they are darker than his head because of the, that's getting really dark now. Okay, so I'll just go over his body. Right, give that a minute to dry, and then I will show you the technique using the just clean one. So I had a little clipboard and I sat and coloured them in front of the telly. Okay, pop him away, and then he should be dry enough for me to show you the watercolour pencil. Okay, so this is dark crumb cake and this is early espresso, so you don't want to push too hard, but I'm just literally going to kind of do little strokes, little lines, and I'm kind of going upwards, and then I'll do the same on his body and on his wings, but they won't really show on his wings because I did them so dark. But it just gives it a little bit of texture, if you can see that. I don't know if you can. Yes, just about see that. You might be able to see better when I post the photos. So that was just the secret on how to kind of give it an added bit of texture. I just think that's a really neat trick, particularly for animals. That's really good. Now I actually have already coloured and cut out in a different colour. So I just need my... I just saw them a minute ago. My dimensionals. There they are. They're hiding. hiding under all my owls. Now what I've done is I kind of done it like a triangle, because obviously his head is much wider than his body. So one there and one there and one there. Now on the one with the hat, this is probably the only one that needs it. I'm just going to pop one on his hat and a half a one on the bobble, just literally to give it a bit of balance. Whoops. And then pop him on the card. Hoot hoot, you're so cute. There we go. Now on the inside I have put white, because it's craft, it'd be quite difficult to see what you're writing. So it just needs a little insert. Okay, so that's card number 1. Right, now card number 2, I've used, so this is like a kite, and I've used the seasonal labels and cut it out in vellum. Let me get the pack and show you individual. So there's the designer series paper with the kites. There's my label, and I've marked where I need to punch my holes, and then taking my very best trio punch, I'm going to turn it upside down, and I want to see where that line is, and then I'm just going to punch. And that's not going to be, because I'm going to put a bit of designer series paper through, that is not big enough, so I'm just going to move it along and punch it once more. And now my paper should go through it. And then what I did was I just cut a banner out. There we go. So I just need to do the other end. Because it's vellum, it's getting stuck. There we go. And just another bit there. That's a 3-in-1 punch. You can cut this corners to make labels and things. So now I'm going to, now this is a different, it's the same designer series paper, but it's obviously, it's like an ombre effect. So this is much paler. So I'm just going to pop that through. Pull it out the other side. It's just a bit jagged where it caught. There we go. Making sure that you're don't do what I did and put your kites upside down. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm just literally going to cut a banner. So literally hardly anything at all. And just cutting a little arrow. I didn't want to cut the vellum by mistake. Okay, there we go. That's one end done. And just do the same with the other one. There we go. Just get rid of the little scraps. Okay, so now I'm going to pop that on. Now what I can do is, because it's vellum, if I glue under the designer series paper, you won't see any glue. And then my owl is going to go across the middle, so I can just put a little bit of Seal Plus there and there. Whoops. Which I don't know if you can see that. Can you see the seal? I don't know why I got so much shadow. Let's bring that back. No, that's made it worse. Okay, let's just pop that on the designer series paper, lining it up. And then I'm just going to pop some Seal Plus on and pop that onto my card base. There we go. And then again, I just need some dimensionals. Just need the 3 this time. See, he's got a cute little bow tie. I'm going to put him there. And then what I did was I used the It's Your Day sentiment and just stamped it straight onto the vellum across the banner, which is underneath the vellum. Ooh, that won't work. Okay, it's your day. And there we go. Card number 2. Did them different colours. I didn't do his eyes there, but I did his Tahitian Tide Parakeet Party. Cute, cute, cute. Right, let's put my ink away so I don't stick my hand in it. Trust me, I've done that many times. Right, card number 3. So on this one, again, it's the matte and layering. And then I punched out a circle with the decorative circle punch, and I ran it through with these stripes and dots, stripes and something embossing folder. So let's just find my packet. That's it. Yes, there we go. So you can see it's stripy. Now it has split a little bit on the vellum because obviously vellum is very fragile, but once you glue it down it's not really going to be obvious. So I'm just going to do the same thing. Now this is, I could do it that way and that way, but I thought it's probably a bit fussy, so I'm just going to stick to that way. Pop my, and I haven't put sentiment on this. There's only the 3 sentiments, so you could put whatever you want on it. Okay, so I'm just going to line that one up in the middle. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, roughly halfway. Okay, and then pop that straight onto my craft note card. I don't actually think there's a right or wrong way, but there we go. And then I'm just going to pop some Seal Plus in the middle of the vellum because that is going to be hidden by our owl. And then again, just a couple of 3 dimensionals. I kind of use the back of his eyes as the one down the bottom, and then pop him onto the vellum circle. I'm really enjoying playing with vellum. I tend to forget that I've got it, but actually it kind of adds something, makes it the card a little bit, adds a bit of texture, and I don't know what else. So okay, there you go, card 3. Right, card 4, whoops, is, I'm not sure, is that mint macaron? I thought it was mint macaron. It might actually be pool party because I've cut the circle out in mint macaron and it looks like it's a different shade. So I think it might actually be pool party. So I'll correct that in your packs. There's another owl. I think you might notice that I put the wrong owls. Like I've put another one with the hats on there, but it was supposed to have been the one with the bow tie, so I'm going to go with that. And this time I'm just leaving my ribbon, not my ribbon, my twine white, and this is longer because it's going to go around the whole card. So I'm going to do that first. Now, if you've got, like me, if you've got kinks in it, just take your bone folder and pull it along. And there you go, kinks are virtually gone. So I'm just going to wrap that round underneath and try and tie a bow on camera, which is not easy. I have no idea why it's so much harder to tie a bow on camera than it is. Actually, what I'm going to do is I'm going to put a knot in there. Might make it a bit easier. There we go. I know it won't keep moving, so I can hopefully tie my bow. Yes. Whoops. Don't think it needs to be quite that big. Oh, fingers and thumbs today. Here we go. Let's just trim. There we go. No, it's not tight enough. When I did the knot, it's not tight enough. I'll correct that later. It's annoying me, but I won't keep you waiting while I undo it and redo it. Right, so I'm just going to pop my, and again, this is the reverse. That's quite nice, actually. What do you think? Shall we try that? No, it's too fussy. So, whoa, my owl, come back, owl. There we go. Pop this across the middle. And this, I don't think I've got a circle, so I'm just going to punch out a pool party circle this time. It's funny, isn't it? I must have done it in the dark, and it really looked green. There we go. I thought I'd run out for a minute, but it hasn't. Okay. And then I've got my vellum square, which I'm putting on as a diamond. And again, I'm just going to pop a bit in the middle. I've got that, and I just need a bit of, what did I say I was doing? Pool party. Nope. On the blue. That should be wide enough. Not sure what size I did actually. 1 3/4, I think. Obviously, if you haven't got the punches, you can just use the dies. But just for speed, I'm going to use the, yes, that's much better. So it is Pool Party. Okay, now I'm just going to lay that on with the Seal Plus. And then the owl will go on with dimensionals. So done 1, 2, 3. This is card number 4. Just got one more to go. Cute, cute, cute. They really are adorable owls. Okay. And then last but not least, and I think with this one, he's going to have, I don't know what I've got in here. Yeah, he's got a hat. So I've done this portrait style for a change. And again, just going to, whoa, back of a dimensional. Just going to pop that on. And then it's a different piece of paper, but it's still petal pink, but it's just for a bit of contrast, really. I think the Blackberry Bliss was a bit too dark. And I've got 2 lots of, I don't know, kites, diamonds, whatever they are. And then I've got a deckled rectangle in vellum. And I'm going to, again, just pop some glue where the owls will go, so you won't see that. And dimensionals. And then this is the one that needs just a mini on the hat. There we go. Okay, and there's the 5 cards. So I hope you like them. I just think they're cute. They really are cute, these owls. And spend £45 in the Stampin' Up, and you'll get it for free. You can obviously, there's other things you can choose. So we've got card number 1, which is Hoot Hoot, You're So Cute, and I showed you how to colour the twine in. Card number 2. Also on there, I showed you how to do the watercolour pencil to get the textured effect. There's your 5 cards. And I said, if you spend £27 in my online store by midnight on Tuesday the 17th, you will also get a full written tutorial, but you will also get the instructions and the materials to make this box, including the window sheet and the die cut, which is on the top there. So I hope you like those. Thank you for joining me. Have a wonderful weekend, and I will be back next week. Take care. Bye.